Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan, and on this video I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the XFL this season. Before we get into today's video, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. Chances are if you're watching this video, you really love sports, and also drop a like on this video. The XFL is back for a third time after a 2-year gap, and maybe this time the league will stick around. The league originally launched as a spring football league back in 2001 and then again in 2020. Unfortunately, that ended up being a shortened attempt because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the XFL is owned by former WWE superstar and film megastar Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he will be joined by ex-wife and business partner Danny Garcia and Jerry Cardinale of Redbird Capital, with this being the third attempt for the Spring Football League that will put it head-to-head with the United States Football League, which finished its first campaign back in 2022. So these are the 8 teams that will be playing in the XFL in 2023. The Arlington Renegades. The name is familiar to the XFL. That's because in the 2020 XFL, we had the Dallas Renegades and they played in the West Division back then. The Arlington Renegades logo is a light blue R with a slash for the R. The team colors are going to be light blue, black, and red. Next, the DC Defenders. They were a team from the 2020 XFL and they play in the East Division. Now, the team does look a little bit different. The team logo is now a big D with a C inside of it with a star. The team colors are going to be red and white, which is perfect for the DC area, with every team that actually plays in DC has red. The Nationals, the Wizards, and the Capitals. The Houston Roughnecks. They are another returning team from the 2020 XFL. The team logo still looks a lot like the old Roughnecks logo from the 2020 XFL, with a big H and a star. But the logo doesn't have any homage back to the Houston Oilers anymore. That's because of the logo controversy that the NFL filed a trademark against the Houston Roughnecks logo, claiming it was too similar to the Houston Oilers logo. The team's colors will be red, navy, and gray. The Orlando Guardians. The Guardians are a returning name from the 2020 XFL, but they were the New York Guardians the last time we saw them. Their logo is somewhat similar to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the logo looks pretty cool. And I think that the colors for the Guardians are going to look pretty nice. The San Antonio Brahmas. They are a brand new team and name, and they will begin in the 2023 XFL season. If you are wondering what a Brahmin is, it's a breed of cattle, originating in India. The team logo looks like a Brahmin head, and that is pretty cool. And the colors are yellow and black, which I think is cool. I believe that the Brahmas are going to be a hot team, because San Antonio will have their first professional football team since 2019. The Seattle Sea Dragons. They are a returning team from the 2020 XFL, but they were named the Seattle Dragons back then. I do like the team logo a lot, and you can't really go wrong with a dragon. The team colors are going to be orange, navy, and green, and the colors are pretty nice. The St. Louis Battlehawks. They are another team that returned from the 2020 XFL. The team logo is very similar to the 2020 team logo, but it's a lot more blue and the colors are still the same. The St. Louis Battlehawks were the first professional football team in St. Louis since the St. Louis Rams moved to Los Angeles in 2016. The Vegas Vipers. They are a returning team name from the 2020 XFL, but they were the Tampa Bay Vipers the last time we saw them. I think that the Vegas Vipers logo is one of the coolest logos in the 2023 XFL. And with the red and black with the snake, it just looks so cool. So these are the 8 XFL head coaches. Bob Stoops will be the head coach of the Arlington Renegades this season. He's a legendary college football head coach, and he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. In college, he coached at Oklahoma from 1999 to 2016. He won a national championship in 2000 and won 10 Big 12 titles. He had a record of 191 wins and 48 losses in his time with Oklahoma. Reggie Barlow will be the head coach of the DC Defenders this year. He's an 8-year NFL veteran who was a wide receiver and kick returner. After his pro career ended, he spent 8 years as a head coach for Alabama State and then became the head coach at Virginia State for 5 years. As a head coach, Reggie had a record of 83 wins and 58 losses with one conference title. Wade Phillips is the head coach of the Houston Roughnecks for the 2023 campaign. Phillips has been a head coach for 3 different NFL teams, naming the Denver Broncos, the Buffalo Bills, and the Dallas Cowboys. In his career as a head coach, his record is 83 wins and 69 losses. He's also managed to be the interim head coach at some point for 3 different franchises, naming the New Orleans Saints, the Houston Texans, and the Atlanta Falcons. The last time he worked in the NFL was as a Rams defensive coordinator from 2017 to 2019. Terrell Buckley will be the head coach of the Orlando Guardians this season. He had a 14-year NFL career, who played for 7 different teams and recorded 50 interceptions. After he retired as a player, he was a college football coach for 15 seasons and was most recently the cornerbacks coach at Ole Miss. Hines Ward is going to be the head coach of the San Antonio Brahmas this year. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers for 14 seasons, made 4 Pro Bowls and won 2 Super Bowls and was a Super Bowl MVP. He was an incredibly great wide receiver with over 12,000 yards and had 85 touchdowns in his career. He had 4 years of coaching experience, most recently as the Florida Atlantic's wide receivers coach. Now, we will get to see what he does as a head coach. Jim Haslett is the head coach of the Seattle Sea Dragons for the 2023 campaign. He's a 8-year NFL linebacker for the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, and he's a member of the College Football Hall of Fame. Jim has been coaching for almost 30 years, and he was the head coach for the Saints for 6 years and had a record of 45 wins and 51 losses during the span. He was last seen as the Tennessee Titans inside linebacker coach from 2020 to 2021. Anthony Bett is the head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks for the upcoming season. He was a first-round pick in the NFL draft in 2000, and he spent 11 years as a tight end in the NFL. In his NFL career, he had over 1,500 yards and 21 touchdowns. He was hired as a college football analyst for ESPN in 2013, and his only coaching experience was a tight ends coach for the San Diego Fleet of the Alliance of American Football. Rod Woodson is the head coach of the Vegas Vipers this season. He's a member of both the College Football and Pro Football Halls of Fame following a 17-year NFL career. He got into coaching in 2010, and most recently he was the cornerbacks coach for the Raiders, but they were in Oakland at the time. The 2023 XFL season will be broadcast by the ESPN network. The network and Football League entered into a contract until 2027, giving fans hope the XFL will be around for some time. That could mean that the XFL could finally fulfill its potential as the NFL's feeder league in the future. So the XFL regular season will begin on February 18th of 2023, just 1 week after the NFL holds the Super Bowl. So that's everything you need to know about the XFL currently. What are your thoughts about the XFL in 2023? Let me know in the comments down below. Before you leave, please smash that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell if you're new to my channel. And if you love sports, this is definitely the channel for you, and also share this video with more sports fans. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Nathan, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Just keep loving sports.